Good morning and welcome to Stability. We're going to work today on balance. So all of our moves are designed to change your center of balance, and then your body will adjust to those changes. So here's some clues to think about while you're working today. First of all, have a chair handy. If you get too much off balance, the chair is there for you to reach out to balance you. The second thing is if we lift one foot and you get off balance, place that foot right back down and your center of balance will come back to the core of the body. Abs in a little bit helps, shoulders back and down. Let's take a couple breaths here before we begin. Nice deep breaths, expand through the body and exhale slowly, filling that body up with some energy this morning for our practice. So we're just going to begin in this standing pose. So again, as I said, be close enough that your hand can reach out for the chair if you need it. You're going to bring the feet very close together. Now the nose and the belly button and the center of the feet are in alignment. We want the hips over the ankles and the shoulders over the hips. In yoga, we call this our mountain pose. Standing tall and just breathing here. Now, we're going to change this a little bit because we don't stand in this kind of a position in life. So let's turn our heads to the right and forward and turn it to the left and forward, and just notice, did anything happen in your body? Did you feel any shift in the weight of the feet? Let's try it again. Nothing moves, but something is going to move because the body is going to balance itself. So see if you can find those subtle movements that the body makes. Once again, eyes open, turn head to the right, center, and to the left, center. Now we're going to try it with our eyes closed. Again, hand is able to reach out to the chair if you get off balance, because closing the eyes takes away the sensory mode that we use to help us balance. So make sure there's nothing around you. Be aware of your surroundings. Take a deep breath and let it out. And now close your eyes and just see if that changes anything for you without moving. If you're nice and balanced here, keep the eyes closed, turn the head to the right, bring it back to center, turn it to the left, bring it back to center, and open your eyes. Did you notice anything in your feet? I know I did. I felt the feet press a little more on one side and then the other as I turned my head. See if you can notice those things. Let's do it one more time. So we close our eyes. Turn our head to the right, bring it back to center, keeping the eyes closed. See if you can turn it to the left, and then bring it back to center and open your eyes. What did you notice? Okay, so now we're going to walk, just our natural walk. Feet lifting off the floor, and we notice we're nice and balanced here, right? We can all do this. What if we picked up the speed a little bit? What if we moved, come forward and back, walk, 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 stop, look behind you, make sure your chair's not in your way, no cat or dog behind you on the other side, and walk it back. Walk it forward. Are you using your arms? I notice I'm using mine. Arms help us balance also. One more. Now we're going to pick up the speed a little bit, especially going forward. Walk, 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 and then a slow walk back. How about a fast walk forward and another slow walk back? Now we're going to change that. We're going to take a slow walk forward, changing our tempo a little. Fast walk back. Little different. Give it a try. And pause. Very, very nice. Alrighty. So changing the feet position changes our center of balance. So let's come into half tandem. Right foot is slightly forward, left foot stays right underneath the hips. And then once again, just see how you're balancing here. Where's your weight? If you feel off balance at any time, hand onto the chair, bring the feet back under the hips. Okay, so let's play with this a little bit. Let's close our eyes. Now what do you notice? Is one foot pressing harder into the floor than the other? Are you leaning forward a little bit, or are you trying to lean back to counter that foot forward? And then open the eyes. How did you do? If you're okay with that, we're going to take it to the turning of the head. Same foot position, tandem foot. Soften your knees a little bit so you're not too stiff. Close your eyes, turn your head to the right. Bring it back to center. Close your eyes again, turn it to the left. Bring it back to center. Let's do it one more time, but really notice what's happening in your feet. Eyes closed, turn right. Come right back through center. Keep the eyes closed and go over to the left. And then bring it back to center and open your eyes. Step back. Let's try that with the left foot forward. See if there's any difference from one side to the other. So we just come into tandem. We pause here. Notice the pressure of the feet on the floor. Still having those shoulders over your hips. But now the ankles are not right underneath the hips. Just notice. And now close your eyes and see how this feels. Is one foot pressing more than the other? Are your knees locking out? See if you can soften them just a little. Softening them means just put a slight bend, releasing any tension. And then open your eyes. If you did okay with that, close your eyes and turn your head to the left. Bring it back to center and open your eyes. Let's try that to the right. Close your eyes, turn to the right. Bring your head back, open your eyes. Did you feel your ankles kind of shaking a little bit? Did you have to reach for the chair? If you were reaching for the chair, this is what the practice you stay with for a little bit. We'll do it one more time. Take a nice deep breath, let it out. Close your eyes, turn to the left, keeping the eyes closed, come right through center, over to the right, back to center, and open your eyes. And then step the foot back. Wonderful. So you can just do that part of the practice and start to develop that sense of balance in the upper body. Very, very nice. So now again, we're going to use that changing of the feet as we go forward and add on here. So we're going to tap the right foot forward, toes to the floor, no pressure in the heel. Most of your weight is now in the standing leg, the left leg behind you. And then step it back. Tap it forward and back. How about out to the side? Does that change anything for you? Tap it back in. Notice my body did shift a little bit, and I shifted it back to keep the shoulders over the hips. How about if we step back? Step back. Did you lean forward? Sometimes we do that. Try to keep the shoulders over the hips. Try and using the upper body to keep your balance. Okay, so same foot, right foot, tap it forward, center, side, center, and back. Got it? Forward, side, back. Good balance here. And you can have your hands on your hips. You can have a hand on the chair. But if you're having a hand on the chair and you're practicing, at some point hover the hand and see if you can get the body to balance itself. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Let's do one slow. Forward, side, pick up the pace right here. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back, and pause. Let's try it with the other foot. Slow at first, just forward, tapping 2 or 3 times. And notice my body started to lean. Let's go out to the side. And that's okay if I can control it and bring it back into balance. Let's do 3 back. Not much using the arms here, but the arms are ready in case I need the chair. Let's tap it forward, to the side, and back. Again, forward, to the side, and back. And then we're going to pick up the pace with that, all right? Here we go. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back, and pause. So I noticed my body starting to lean a little bit, and I'm having to pull it back. How about you? What did you notice in your body as you did that, especially as you picked up speed with that little bit of movement with the feet? All right, so now we're going to use the arms. So we're going to tap back and we're going to have that same arm side come forward and then bring them back to center. Arm reaches, foot reaches. The arm comes forward, the foot goes back, but the chest stays tall because that's our center of balance. Let's do 4 on the left. This might be something that you do in the kitchen when you're reaching for a plate or a cup on a shelf. But what if you're in your bedroom and you're putting something on the top shelf? You're going to be using both hands, right? So let's step back with that right foot and both hands come up. Oh, did that change anything? And bring them back down. So you just want to be aware you're using your core a little bit more here because both arms are going forward. The arms are actually acting like a lever. Let's try 4 on the left. We're going slow at first. It's always good to do things mindfully, and that means to slow down a little bit. But now we're going to pick up the pace just to challenge our balance here today. Again, chairs nearby. A little faster, and stop. Left side. A little faster, and pause. So changing the feet position, changing the speed we do something at, both impact our center of balance. Alrighty, so now we're going to rotate the body. So take the feet apart a little bit, and I'm going to have my arms bent, and I just make gentle fists. You don't have to. You can have your hands nice and wide open. And I'm just going to soften my knees and turn to the right. Notice where that action happens. It happens in the core. Come on back. Again, soften the knees, turn to the right. We do this very often in our daily activities. Let's do 3 or 4 to the left. Notice if anything's changing in your feet. Is your weight shifting into the inner arch of the foot? And then come on back. Step the feet back in. The other thing we're going to use here for our balance is our sense of seeing. So this time when we step out to the right, we're going to use our hand. We're just going to step out and take our hand out to the side and then bring it back. Now using your eyes, look at your hand, follow the hand out to the side, follow it back in. Let the foot just naturally come out. You can put the whole foot on the floor, bending the knee if you want. Now what if I added that to that twist that we just did, which means I'm going to step back, twist the torso, follow my hand, and then come on back. Changing our center of balance, and then working the core, the shoulders, to keep that center of balance. Let's try some on the left. I'm going to turn a little sideways so I don't hit my chair, but my chair is still there, available to me. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to step out to the left and look at the hand and do that 3 times. How far you reach might change your center of balance. Yes? Now let's twist and step behind us and follow the hand. Step back and in. And then pause. How did you do? Did you notice that you had to work a little harder to keep your center of balance? Practicing in this way helps the body learn that if you're going to be off center a little bit, twisted a little bit, what does the shoulder have to do to keep you in balance? What do the abs have to do to keep you centered and strong in your stance, right? What is the leg doing? All right, so moving on, we're going to do knee lifts next. So hands on hips. If you're unfamiliar with knee lifts, maybe you'll have a hand on the chair to begin with. I'll start with a hand on the chair to show you what this looks like. You lift the right knee, hover the hand, and put the hand back down. So if you get off balance, the chair's right there. You put the hand on the chair, bring the foot back underneath your hips to keep your balance here. Once you've established how to do that, either hovering the hand or just hands on the hips, you lift and lower that right foot. Let's do it 2 more times. Good. Now hold it up here and place it down. Were you able to do that? I kind of threw that out at you because that's what happens in life. Things change and we have to be ready to work with it. Let's practice holding that leg up. Again, get off balance. What do? You put your hand on the chair, you put your foot down. Let's do it again. Foot down, hold that knee up there, and then lower it down. Now, you might want to turn around so that your hand is facing the chair on the other side. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to have my hand on the chair to begin with. I'm going to lift that left knee, lift that left hand. I want to lift my hand off the chair, place it back down, so that I feel that wobbliness and I can adjust the body. That wobbliness that you're feeling is part of the body working to keep balance. Let's try it again. Lift the hand, lift the knee, and back down. Now, if you are willing to try, let's try it without hovering the hand on the chair, or hover the hand to begin with. Lift and lower. And hold it up there. There was that fast change again. Place it down. Let's see if we can hold it up there and what happens. What's wobbling? For me, it's the ankle. I feel it. My knee is moving a little bit here. That's okay because my body is adjusting. And then we place it down and just come to your mountain pose and take a couple of breaths. Very nice. Now we're going to add movement to that. So I'm going to turn a little bit sideways here and step back so you could see. I'm going to walk, walk, lift, down, and then just walk it back. Be aware of your surroundings when you back up. Make sure your chair is not in your way. So this is what it looks like. Walk. You can take 2 or 3 walks. Lift that right leg, place it down, and then come on back. Let's do it again. Right leg is going to lift. Here it is. Can we add speed to that? A little bit faster. Walk, lift, down, walk it back. Walk, 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 lift, down, back. How fast can you go and safely do this and keep your balance? And then pause. So now we're going to go the other way. I'm going to come straight at you. I'm going to lift the left knee. So walk, walk, walk. Lift the left knee, down, walk back. Make sure the chair is away from you before you walk all the way back. Walk, 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 lift. One more. Can we speed that up a little bit? Not real fast, but a little bit faster pace to challenge our body's reactions. Very nice. Pause here. Take another breath. Now we've walked forward. What if we go to the side? We step to the side. Step back. Leading with the right foot, just stepping out. Let's pick up the pace on that. Walk, walk, walk. I'm using my arms now. Tap. Tap. Guess what we're going to add in here? That knee lift. Here we go. Right here. Knee lifts. Knee lifts. So find that pace. And let's move a little faster. Now, if you're not moving fast and you want to stay with that slow, that's okay. Come back to the video several times, maybe once a week, and build up to doing a little faster movements. Come back to center and pause. It's a little workout too, so it could be your workout for the day. Next thing we're going to do is squat. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what my squat looks like. My knees stay over the ankles for balance. Remember that. That's so very important. And push your hips back. Come down as is comfortable enough for you to come down with control. Keep the chest lifted and then come up. So if you fold forward and put your hips back, that changes your center of gravity. And we want to keep our center of gravity because we want to keep our balance. So it's not a forward fold. It's a squat. Push the hips back and lift them back up again. What muscles are you using here? Can you figure it out? I'm pushing strongly into my feet. As I come up, I'm squeezing into the glutes a little. I'm even pushing my hips forward to help bring me back and up. All good things. All righty, got the squat? Good. Now we're going to take it wide. What happens when we change our feet? Let's just find out. Squat back, lift up. Good. Now come on back to center. Find a comfortable foot position. Not real close together, but I have them a little bit apart. We're going to do that squat again with a knee raise. Chair is within reach. Because if we come up and we lift that knee and we get off center, we put our hand on the chair, we bring the foot under the feet. All right, that's called recovery. So squat, lift that knee, place it down, squat again, right knee comes up, down, one more, on the right. Good, very nice. That's a challenge. We're building on all of these balance practices today. Let's try the left. Squat and lift. Squat and lift. Two more. Good, and come to pause. Take it out to the side, and here, instead of knee lifting at first, just tap it in, but keep all your weight on that left foot. Tap it out again, tap it in. And when you tap in, pull your weight in. And if you find that you've pulled your weight in too far and you're off balance, hand on the chair, foot under hips. Let's try it again. Out, tap it in. Now I'm going to add a knee lift here. Just lift that knee, balance, tap it out. Knee lifts in, and we tap it out. And then pause. So we'll do a few on the left. I'm going to back up a little bit so I don't hit my chair. First, wide squat. Just a wide squat to get used to it. And now we're going to tap it in. As we come up, we tap that left foot in. We take it back out. Tap it in, take it out. Are you pushing the hips back? Are you keeping the chest tall? Right here, lift that knee and then take it back out. Notice what's working. I notice my abs are working. What's working for you here? One more. And bring the foot down. Well done. If you did that with me, well done, because that's a lot of work. The next thing we're going to do is change foot position forward. We're going to place our right foot in front of the left. This is our tandem walk or our tightrope walk, right? How do you feel? Just putting that right foot in there, you start to feel something happening in the ankles maybe. Maybe even the body starts doing this and you bring yourself, you bring yourself back up. Can you do that? So keeping a hand on the chair, just rock your upper body side to side. See what that does. Now let go of the chair. See if you can do that. Because those are the things that are going to help you center the body when you're standing. And then step it back. How about the left foot forward? And expect changes here because one side of the body might not be the same as the other. One ankle might wobble a little bit more. Hand on the chair, let's wobble the side to side here. Find out how that feels. And then try it without the chair. And then come center and step it back. Let's tandem walk forward. So right in front of left, left in front of right. Adding movement now to that tandem walk back. Make sure you're aware of what's behind you. Let's do it again. Lead left, walking forward, tandem, and then walking back. Notice I'm not looking at my feet. So often when I teach this live, I have people doing this. Let's see, is my foot in the right spot? It does not matter. Think about stepping the one foot in front of the other, and wherever it lands, that's okay. You don't have to worry if it's over here or over there. You're just noticing the balance in the body. So try to keep the head up. We'll do it one more time. Use the arms if you want. Opposite arm. Right foot forward, left arm forward. Opposite foot comes forward, opposite arm. Does that change anything for you? Let's walk it back. And pause. We'll do it one more time. I'll turn a little sideways so you can see what I'm doing with my arms. So I'm going to lead left. Right arm comes forward. Opposite arm from foot. That helps counter and keeps us balanced also. And pause. So there you have it. Lots of things to practice. Revisit this video. Come on back and add on those progressions as you go and develop your stability through balance practice. Have a nice day. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.